and watch as your mindset transforms, paving the way for new opportunities and a more resilient you.
Hey, she's Ginevra. I'm her avatar, Ginevra Avatar. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about something that has the power to transform your life entirely, and I mean this, your self-image. How you see yourself shapes your reality in more ways than you might imagine. I'm going into a deep dive into when I actually realized this very, very important secret by Neville Goddard. She's right. I'm going to talk about how I changed my self-image, and believe you me, it was a long haul, but I'm going to summarize it in a short little video, and I'm going to try and make it as interesting as possible. Your self-image is how you see yourself. It's your identity, but it's more than just your name or what you do for a living. It's how you think and feel and act. What many people don't realize is that this self-image, the image that you hold of yourself, basically controls what you allow into your life and what you unintentionally block. Think about it. Your self-image determines the people you attract, the opportunities that come your way, and even the situations you encounter. If your self-image is rooted in fear or limitation, you're going to have blocks. And whether it's relationships, finances, or personal growth, those blocks are going to remain until you deal with them. Most people have had to go through a lot. And mostly we've heard a lot of lies along the way of who people supposedly said that we were. And if you've heard something over and over and over again, the tendency is to believe it. Well, don't believe me. Look at what science says about this.
Repeating affirmations isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's a powerful way to reshape our brains. Research shows that when we consistently repeat positive statements, we activate neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. This means that every time you affirm your goals or values, you're literally wiring your brain for success. Studies using brain imaging have revealed that these affirmations can increase activity in areas linked to self-processing and emotional regulation. Over time, this practice can lead to the growth of new neurons in the hippocampus, enhancing memory and learning. So, when you say, "I am capable," you're not just speaking words. You're sculpting your brain's architecture. Embrace this science-backed method and watch as your mindset transforms, paving the way for new opportunities and a more resilient you.
Science has shown that repetition plays a significant role in changing our self-image. This is because of how the brain forms and strengthens neural connections through repeated thoughts, actions, and beliefs. Here's an overview of the key insights from psychology and neuroscience. Neuroplasticity. This is a concept that means that you can train your brain to adopt new self-beliefs over time. Our brain is highly adaptable, and repetitive thoughts or behaviors can rewire neural pathways or reprogram the subconscious, as you've often probably heard. For example, if you consistently tell yourself, "I am confident, I am confident, I am confident, I am competent, I am confident," there's going to come a time when that "I am confident" becomes part of who you are, part of your new identity. Affirmations and positive self-talk are also very, very relevant in the conversation of changing who you are. Repeating positive affirmations or engaging in constructive self-talk has been shown to activate brain areas associated with reward and self-regulation. Research suggests that this practice can reduce negative self-perception and foster a healthier self-image, especially when the affirmations feel believable. In fact, repetition is at the core of building new habits. There is a theory called the habit loop theory that says repeating small, consistent actions reinforces behaviors that align with the self-image you want to create. For example, if you see yourself as a healthy person, repeatedly choosing nutrition, foods, and exercises will align your actions with that belief. But here's the problem, because I've been in this loop. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to eat healthy. I've got to lose the weight. I'm going to eat healthy. And I'd start eating healthy. And then by the afternoon, I've already guzzled the donut and maybe a few other things just to prove a point. I don't know, call it self-sabotage, call it I didn't believe maybe I was worth losing the weight. Who knows? Anyway, I was in that constant loop. And eventually this changed. Eventually my self-image changed because I started doing loop affirmations. I started speaking to myself in the mirror, doing mirror work. I did whatever it took. And I did change. I managed to change how I see myself. Now I'm way easier on myself. Way easier. I don't whip myself half of how I used to whip myself. It's so liberating to actually think highly of yourself. It really is liberating. But the habit loop theory says that you've got to repeat small, consistent actions, repetition, affirmations, they need to be repeated. Whether you repeat them every day as you're driving in your car or on loop, as I like to do, recording them and then downloading them and then putting them on loop and listening to them as you drive or wash dishes or whatever it is that you do. Affirmations is a wonderful way to change your subconscious programming. Whether you do them, whether you loop them, or whether you do meditation or mirror work, or whichever way you find that helps you the most believe a new reality about yourself, then that's the one to go for. But the important thing here is to enjoy the work while you're doing it. And loop affirmations can be so much fun, especially when you see them working. Until next time, bye-bye.